Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. Welcome to Season 15 where the focus will definitely be on us trying to win the league with Atletico Madrid. I don't think we're going to be good enough to win it this season, but we're obviously one trophy away from completing Glory Hunter. Today's episode, however, is not about Glory Hunter itself. Copa America was never part of Glory Hunter. We won it a few years ago and I gave you guys some games leading up to see if we could win it. This year, we're odds-on favourites to win the competition. Here we are. The reason why we're giving it to you is I believe that we could become one of, or if not, the greatest Brazilian side to have ever lived in the history of football. That's a big statement, but we have an opportunity if we win today against Javier Mascherano's Argentina in the Super Clásico final. We'll see what we can do here in the Copa America. The reason why I say that, if you have a look through the profile of past winners, since we can have a look back since 1979, Brazil won it in 89. They've only been... only a handful of sides have gone back-to-back. Argentina 91-93, Brazil 97-99, Brazil 04-07, Chile 2015-2016, but obviously a very anomaly. It was two very close together years. Since this saga started, we've seen Venezuela, Argentina, and ourselves win the last one. I could join these Brazilian sides as winning it dual amounts. Now, that Brazilian 04-07 side did not win the World Cup in 06, Italy did, so there we go. The Brazilian side in 97 and 99 did not win the World Cup because they lost in the final to France in 98. They did win the 2001 World Cup, so you can say that that period of Brazilian sides is one of the greatest. I do think the team that is the greatest is obviously that Brazilian side of the 70s and the 80s. Played total football with Carlos Alberto and Pelé and just unbelievable. I'm going to say 1970 probably was Brazil. They beat Italy in the final. That Brazilian side's probably regarded probably as the best. If we win today, we've gone back-to-back Copa Americas and we've won the World Cup. I would gratefully say that this team could potentially be the greatest Brazilian side that has ever lived. And we'll give the 1970 Brazilian side a run for its money. Now, without further ado, this is the team that's got us here. We are going to go through the competition here, but first things first, Emerson from Barcelona, from Dortmund, you guys know, has been their backup keeper, played one game. I need him in playing football because this kid could become one of the best keepers in the world if he plays. Unfortunately, worth too much money for me to ever bring in here as well. And the reason why I'm still in charge with this, because I get this question on stream, our links down below. Why are you still doing international management? We finished it. I've got some really serious relationships and a lot of ties to a lot of these players. You know, Vinicius Tobias, we got angry at him so many times on this save because he didn't want to join me, A. And then B, I told him that he never had a spot in this Brazilian side, and he won the World Cup with me, and here we are. Rodrigo, we've seen him come through. He's at my former club, West Ham. Junior is one of the thorns in my side because that Liverpool side keep pumping me, and he's part of it. Mateus is obviously someone I tried to side, didn't happen. He went to Liverpool over me when I was at Dortmund anyway. Look how good he became as a fullback. And then it's Gomez. Like, we toted Gomez. We saw Gomez as a 16-year-old. I played this guy as a 17-year-old for Brazil. This is the main reason I'm still here. I was getting to play with this guy. He's gone from being at CEC to Leipzig, where I could have picked him up, to Man City, where he's been killing it. I love it. Tyrone plays for me, and I know he's on loan with me, whatever, but he has that potential to be as good as Gomez and plays in the hole. Right? Victor Roque is our favourite striker. After 100 episodes, we said he was our best striker. Would say that Alfredo Real and Diego Castro have something to do with that. And if Vera continues in his form, he could too. Valverde, I'm never going to get to use in this save, but Valverde has been at Juve for yonkers now in this save for 70 million. Came from Braga. He's fantastic. He's in the hole. He's scoring goals in this competition. Love playing with him. Jonathan frustrates me for Brazil. This guy just won the Golden Boot for Real Madrid. Clinical goal scorer, massive part for Real Madrid and their star-studded side. This guy, in the last World Cup, scored one goal, missed 4 1-on-1s. He only scored one goal, I think, in this competition, maybe two, and that was in the semi-final. And then Santos Silva is actually new to the scene with this Brazilian side, but 17 goals in 32 appearances for Barcelona in your second season, coming halfway through the year of the season before. I played him up front, and he's got 7 and 8, so he's a pretty decent player. Now, in terms of the rest of this team, people that you might know, obviously Roy's in this team. One of our best penalty takers, actually just gone from Dortmund on loan to Milan. Milan decided not to buy him. Spurs just did, so there you go. Bulgario, we nearly signed a couple of times in the save. He's gone to Man United for 107 mil and is killing it. Might start the final because Jonathan is not 100% here. We're going to talk about that team. Blesser, people know. And this is the thing, I've had so many Brazilians over time because I love going into the Brazilian market because it's Brazilian flair, man. There we are again. But you look at this team and you're like, they have got some talent. Like Lito's a World Cup winning goalkeeper. Arguably should be my number one still at Brazil. Only conceded 25 last year. But I want to give Edmilson the game because he's been playing really well for me. And he's a very good footballer. Other people that you might know, here's Valverde. Arsenal, you may have seen, just from my Twitch chat. Marcus Leandro is still in here too, scored in the World Cup final. I have a lot of good memories with this side. So I want to go see if we can become the best team in the world with them. I think we are anyway, but here we go. Now, our Copa America run is the reason why I think we are one of the best teams to ever grace the Brazilian shirt. And why I believe if we win today, we would be up there all regarded as the best Brazilian side of all time. We beat Peru 3-0, Colombia 3-0, Costa Rica 4-0, a very disappointing 1-1 draw to Uruguay, where we absolutely dominated and apparently could not score. Their keeper was immense for Uruguay. Beat Ecuador 4-1, was 1-1 for a long time though. Paraguay 4-0, and we just beat Mexico after being 1-0 down to 6-1 in the most dubious of penalties I've ever seen given on FM. It's that dubious that I'm going to give it to you. I just think there was some South American match fixing going on. If we go back to the penalty shout, here we go. Ball gets played over the top into the channel. The foul's against Junior from Liverpool. And I kid you not, that's the penalty because he's gone and win the ball and has knocked it about 50 metres that way. But apparently that's a pen, according to the referee. So, yeah. But look, we're here. If we win this game, it could be a very nice way to bow out, but yeah. Now let's go through the team. Tobias is fine. Rodrigo Jr. came off last time. Mateus. Gomez not 100%, but he's going to start because of how important he is with Tyrone. Victor Roco, Valverde, Jonathan and Silva. Most, if not all of them, are fit. To be fair, I'm going to start them all because the guys coming off the bench are pretty good. Darcy scored a very nice goal in the semi. Rogerio is fantastic out on the left. You're only allowed 3 changes, though, in the final. Now, Argentina we beat in the final last time. They didn't top their group. They lost to Chile, won the rest. Chile won all their games. They then beat Uruguay, and then they got revenge on Chile, winning 3-0 not too long ago, playing a 4-3-3 that Mascherano is playing. Vera, by the way, was not used, and I'd almost expect him to start. So let's see what happens here. Submit the game. Off we go. The Copa America final. It's not part of Glory Hunter, but this is your season's 15 intro. I will say Vera is starting against me. Great to see. And I have made some signings for Atletico, but I will tell you them next episode. Alright, here we go. Let's go out there. We should be winning the trophy. We've been much the better side. We've been the best team in South America for a long while. Let's go prove it. Let's see how fit Argentina are. Look at their bench. Their bench is dead, which means that they've rotated. And this is the thing that I find with international football, is a lot of the time, the AI will put out their best strikers and best midfielders and best defenders, and then we'll obviously rotate in the next game, which always happens to be the final. I don't know why. Anyway, Valentin is a very good keeper at AC Milan. Vargas is a very good right back. Bolden, obviously, we played with Renzo Bolden many a time at Newcastle. Was our backup centre back there. Rojas, Lautaro Gonzalez. Martin Funes is someone that I have noted. What was the note? Refused to join AC Milan in Season 8. There we go. Means that we probably could have had him and he went to United instead. Yeah, he looks good. Castro, very, very, very well rounded at Manchester United. Enzo Fernandez at 35. We have to exploit this, that he's starting in there. Cruzado is pretty decent. Ojeda, very decent. And obviously Vera is fantastic. And he's a very good footballer. So, look, that's not a bad Argentina side. Last time we met in the final, we pumped them 3-0. Argentina have beaten me once in the save, though, during qualifying. I won all the other games and, of course, the final against them like 3-4 years ago. So, without further ado, can we win the Copa America? Can we go back-to-back? Can we be regarded as the best Brazilian side to ever grace the Brazilian shirt? Let's go find out. 30 minutes played. We've had 4 shots, no highlights. We've been much the better side. Hopefully, this continues and we do find a goal. Vargas, inside the Funes. Enzo Fernandez. Turns out, Tyrone pickpocketed him. Here we go, we need runners. Tyrone's going himself, and Leal taps over the bar. Great run from Tyrone. Good winning back the ball. Enzo Fernandez looked slow and old, which he is slow and old. But there we are. Victor Roque, who, by the way, playing out on the right, has scored 5 or so goals in this competition, where he only scored 1 in the entire World Cup. So playing on the right really suits him. And Santos Silva's good at linking up play and getting balls in the box and doing it all. And unfortunately for us, that's probably going to be the highlight here. But look, good start in terms of the stats. Unfortunately, in terms of the scorecard, it's still 0-0. 10 shots to, absolutely dominating against an Argentina side that is decent. Jada now, Gonzalez, Enzo Fernandez. He's the guy we're going to pickpocket, but he gets time to turn. He's still a good enough footballer. Ball in, headed from Vera straight at Immelson. Don't think that's your highlight here. We'll build from the back. Junior now, drives. Mateus. Great ball to Valverde. Good turn out. Jonathas. Mateus. Junior. Gomez can turn. Jonathas now. Mateus. Valverde. Great turn. Good run. Vinicius got options. Will he go for goal? Will he cut it? Comes outside the area. Interesting. Now he goes for goal. I really wish he took the touch and went to the byline. 32 minutes in. As much as we've dominated, we haven't had anything clear cut here. And Argentina are hanging in the game. And they do have the quality to score, that's for sure. Renzo Balde finds Rojas. Funes. Balde. Rojas. Enzo Fernandez. Tyrone wins. Here we go. Still going. Look at the run down the line here from Victor Roque. Gets in the area but doesn't win it. Mistake. Santos. What a save from Leal. Santos has missed him from point blank range. We are choking the Copa America final. We should be 2 goals up probably by now. And it's 1-0. A big miss. Should have been 1-0. I'm telling you guys right now, as things stand, this smells and looks like an absolute freaking FMing. Jonathas and Gomez both dead. At half-time, we are 0-0. We've absolutely dominated. 16 shots. We've been all over Barcelona, Argentina. Oh, boys. All right. As things stand, we're going to make a couple of changes here. 57 minutes. We're going to make one of them. Jonathas is out for Rogerio, who has been scoring goals for fun. Anderson warm up. You're about to come on here for Gomez, who's one of our best midfielders, but he has to come off. Argentina have sat there and done not much. Gomez is going to come on here for Anderson. I'm also going to get Mateus off for Sergio, and Sergio's actually going to go in that wing back on support role. He's very good in it. He set up the World Cup winning goal last time from a cross in wing back on support. Here we go. Rojas, Funes, Enzo, Renzo Balden, Cruzado. Good run. We don't win that ball though. 1 goal for Argentina, and here you are. That's a ball and a half into the channel. Against the runner play, we're 1-0 down. Against the runner play, we're 1-0 down. There is no offside here. We are 1-0 down in the final. We have absolutely dominated it. It is offside. Right. Who was off? He's on by a mile. FM has had a mare. We're lucky. Maybe with them being lucky, we missed from point blank range. We're lucky because, 24 shots. 24 shots we've had. And we have not scored a goal. This could be an absolute FMing and a half in the final. Sergio drives with fresh legs. Gives it away. Wins it back. He's a tank of a man. Gives it to Tyrone. Victor now. Santos makes a run. Will he get there? Doesn't, unfortunately. It was the right ball. Just didn't find it. We'll win that one though, Rodrigo. Look at them with 10 men behind the ball. Such negative football from Argentina. You don't come to see that. Vinicius, area, cuts it. Roque's efforts blocked. We can't find a goal. We cannot find a goal. We cannot find a goal. 2.65 XG. Do you think we can score? Is there going to be a moment late doors here in the final? Extra time it is. We have absolutely destroyed him in the final. And here we are. Need to think about penalty taking here. Who's a good penalty take on the bench? Roy obviously is. They're only allowed 1 more change. Vinicius is going to come off here for Roy to provide still some width. And that's more of a penalty change as well. We've been the better side. 27 shots. Is there going to be a moment here? Argentina with the throw-in. 1 goal for them, and it would be the craziest of FMings in the final. Vera, 1-2. Argentina in. Emerson, what a save onto the bar. Again, it would have been against the runner play. It's only their 3rd shot. We have destroyed Argentina. 29 shots in a final. XG of over 3. It is 0-0. We encourage the boys to go forward. Come on, provide us something. Free kick now for Alvarez. It's been all Argentina in extra time, apparently, but yeah, we've had a million chances. Alvarez time wasting before taking this. Hits one, into the bar. Emerson claims on the second attempt. 114th minute. Is there going to be a moment? Leao goes. Run by Rui, Santos, Tyrone, Rui, Roquay. Tyrone needs runners. Looks for Rogerio. Oh, he's volleyed over the bar. It's another big miss. This is destined for a penalty shootout, it feels. 118th minute. Flick on. Should be Rodrigo's. Heads to Rui. Got Victor Roquay's feet. Instead, he looks into the channel here. Don't know why we would. They go long again. Tyrone heads. Straight back to him. If this is Argentina scoring, I am going to be crying. Good from our Verdes, but doesn't win it. Argentina are going to have a moment, aren't they? This is just feels like an FMing. Ball into a channel. Should be our ball here. Rui. Looks for Anderson. Drives. Needs a passing option. Santos Silva's been scoring goals for fun. Goes for it. And he went from distance. Like, take a touch and take it in the box, buddy. 120th minute. 1 minute at a time. Is there time for someone? We have dominated the Copa America final, but apparently we don't know how to score today. We've scored 1 million goals in this competition. We can't score. Roy heads. Victor Roca went flying. Vera. Good player. Outside the Cruzado. Roy with a tackle. Fouls his man. 121st minute free kick for Argentina to lump into the box. This would be a proper football managing FMing. Enzo Fernandez takes his time. They want this to be the last kick of the game. They want this to be the moment. Whips one in there. Cleared away. Rogerio's going to keep it in with 5 seconds on the clock. Think that's a penalty shootout, boys. Jesus Christ. Over 30 shots and over 3 XG in the final and it finishes 0-0. We don't have many penalty takers out there. Look, Valverde is going to get in there. Rui's going to take the first one to get us off to a good start. Look, Santos will take one because I trust him as well. Looking to some of the more experienced players here. Tyrone's apparently calm. Sergio as well. We don't have the best penalty taking. Show courage and conviction, boys. My worry is Edmilson in net because he's only 5'9". This points to us losing. Roy steps up, our natural penalty taker. Brought him on for a penalty and he misses. Wow, 14 penalty taking, he misses. This is stupid. This is silly. This is what she wrote. Edmilson versus Enzo Fernandez. 1-0 Argentina after 1 each. We're about to get absolutely FM'd. This is stupid. This is ludicrous. This is laughable. Valverde, bottom bin, 1-1. Argentina about to take their second. Vera, the wonder kid. If you really love me, Vera, you would miss. Edmilson's 5'9". This is my worry with him. But that's a save. And we're back on level terms, 1 each. Edmilson, all 5'9", if we've got across well. Santos Silva, natural goal scorer. Not a great penalty taker, but natural goal scorer. Into the bottom being great penalty. 2-1 after 3. Luca versus Edmilson. The little legend. Luca steps up. Great penalty. After 3 penalties each, it is 2-2. Victor Roquay is our best penalty taker. We've seen our second best penalty taker miss. Roquay steps up. Sends the keeper the wrong way. 4-3. This would be a massive penalty to save. Alvarez versus Edmilson. If he saves this one, we're going to have a shot to win it. Alvarez, Edmilson, wrong way as well. 3-all after 4 each. Tyrone, the youngster, was very calm before taking this. Willie Slot, Tyrone, steps up. Great save. Onto the post. And now Argentina are going to be very undeserving winners of the Copa America. Unless Edmilson can be the hero. Fontana to step up to win the Copa America. Fontana versus Edmilson. You cannot script that anymore, Football Manager. We are not the best team Argentina's ever, Brazil has ever assembled. Into the dressing room. That's that. Can we have a look at the match stats, please? I need to look at this. 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 Have a look at this. 32 shots, only 4 on target, 3.38 XG. 3.38 XG, 32 shots. And we lose the final in a penalty shootout. That is stupid. That is utterly stupid. This game is stupid. Wow. Talk about copping it up the arse. We just copped it. 32 shots. 32 shots. Analytical data. Teams. Shots. Brazil. 32 shots. 12 of them blocked. 12 blocked. Only 4 on target. 11 off target. 4 shots saved. Wow. Wow. You could play that game another 9 times out of 10 and you win. You could play that game another 9 times out of 10 and you win. We lose the final and a penalty shootout, and that was silly. Wow. See you guys next time. That is very disappointing. Catch you later and goodbye.